Hey, good morning. It's day 2. So yesterday went pretty well, with just a couple of little hiccups. One was that I had my day planned as far as food went and to log everything in to MyFitnessPal. But we had friends come through that wanted to go out to dinner with their son, my friend and her son. And he wanted to go to Freddy's, which is this great burger place, but also it's a burger place. And I do, when I start to eat right and stuff again, and I understand that this needs to be a change, it needs to be a lifestyle change, a life, and I've done it, and then I get off and I come back again. Yo-yo diet, anyone? Anyway, so we went to Freddy's, and I had like a really nice, easy lunch. I hadn't really eaten breakfast. I don't like to eat in the morning. I don't know if that's a bad thing. My body just doesn't like it. Pardon me. And so I had lunch. I had lots of calories left for the day. And so we went to Freddy's, and I looked up what I was going to have beforehand, and I had a grilled chicken sandwich, and it was boring. But it was fine. It was one of those things where this is fine. It's not optimal, but it's fine. And I did have a handful of fries, and I wrote it all down. But you know what I didn't have? I didn't have a double burger, which I tend to have. A double steak burger, yum, but that's just not something that I'm going to have very often anymore. I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want to leave anything off the table, but I understand that I need to be super, super conscientious about it. And not, I like to say, oh, I hope that I'll do this, but it's not really about hope, right? It's about me deciding what it is that I'm going to do and then making good choices every single time a choice comes up based on this bigger goal that I have, which is to be healthy and strong and to live for a long time. See, I'm an old mom. Yesterday I said, I talked about my kids, but I had, and I probably said this already, but I had a daughter right after I turned 40, and I had a son on my 43rd birthday. And so that's a thing. And which keeps me really young because I have kids out of high school and I have kids in grade school and I have one kid in high school. And so I'm still volunteering, and people are like, oh, I can't believe that you're almost 50. Well, probably just because I'm at school with my kids. But anyway, I want to be alive for them for a really long time. And I was just thinking about it yesterday, this new decade is starting, or it's not. I think it actually starts in 2021, right? But this new decade is starting. And I want to see the next one. And I'm going to turn 50. And you know what? A lot of my friends, a lot of people my age between this next decade, between 50 and 60, are going to pass away. There's going to be accidents and illnesses, but some of it is going to be because we don't keep our bodies good and strong and fit. And I want to keep my body good and strong and fit. I do not want to start next year in 2021 saying, okay, this is the year I do this. I want this to be the year I do this. This is a big year for me. This is the year I do this. Not next year, not the year after. I mean, it continues through there, but this is the year that I make the change and I stick with it. So, yesterday was the first day of DDP Yoga, and all it was doing what I did was following along. He has 12 main poses, and it's yoga, but it's also calisthenics. It's isometric exercises. It's where you yes, you squeeze all your muscles so that no one can move them. And then you go into different positions. And I'll tell you, I am sore this morning. I am sore. Oh my gosh. But it's a good sore. It's not like, oh, I want to die. The only thing is that this shoulder. So there's this exercise that he does. This punching exercise where you really slowly go out and back. But then you go whoosh, right at the end. You punch it right at the end. And I don't know what these things are called. I'll figure it out. But I punched too hard too quickly, and I could feel my shoulder go, and I was just crud. But that's okay. Today's another day. Today's supposed to be a day off day from the yoga, so I'm going to take a long walk. and take my kids to the park later and work on my business, which has been sorely lacking since Christmas. So, day 2. Oh, and I have friends picking me up any minute to go to breakfast, which we planned for like 3 weeks. So I got to think about what I'm going to eat at breakfast so I can write it down. Okay. More on that tomorrow, I guess. Have a fantastic day.